I have to call my friend to confirm our plans. I have to call my friend to confirm our plans. He will play the piano at the concert. He will play the piano at the concert. I don't know. How can I say this in English? I don't know. How can I say this in English? Your husband was a physicist. Your husband was a physicist. I have to attend a business meeting tomorrow. I have to attend a business meeting tomorrow. Even if you don't like the taste, you should try this dish. Even if you don't like the taste, you should try this dish. Wasn't he an anesthesiologist at Sunrise? Wasn't he an anesthesiologist at Sunrise? I leave school at 5. I leave school at 5. What is unconscious bias? What is unconscious bias? Sincere. Sincere. Call security. There is a suspicious person in the store. Call security. There is a suspicious person in the store. You can file a lawsuit 4 months in advance. You can file a lawsuit 4 months in advance. There is no food in the refrigerator. There is no food in the refrigerator. It's nice to have a cup of tea in the evening. It's nice to have a cup of tea in the evening. You have to take care of yourself first. You have to take care of yourself first. The river is under the bridge. The river is under the bridge. I'm going to finish this movie and go to bed after that. I'm going to finish this movie and go to bed after that. Consistency in meditation leads to greater awareness. Consistency in meditation leads to greater awareness. Doesn't it disappear at dawn? Doesn't it disappear at dawn? He is playing the guitar. He is playing the guitar. Credit. Credit. Does he have to play every week? Does he have to play every week? You will immediately become the second man. You will immediately become the second man. I learned to play the guitar to join a band. I learned to play the guitar to join a band. I'm going to paint my room this weekend, he said to his brother. I'm going to paint my room this weekend, he said to his brother. I need to exchange this euro for dollars. I need to exchange this euro for dollars. We have. Don't you have to imply after 1 week? Don't you have to imply after 1 week? I'm not sure what the underlying problem is. I'm not sure what the underlying problem is. We shouldn't imply every year. We shouldn't imply every year. The state reopened the road. The state reopened the road. I hit the ball. I hit the ball. Why don't we sit? Why don't we sit? You should sleep at sunset. You should sleep at sunset. Her stepdaughters were workers. Her stepdaughters were workers. I'm trying to learn as much as possible. I'm trying to learn as much as possible. He will have finished the report when the meeting begins. He will have finished the report when the meeting begins. You can't promise every month. You can't promise every month. I loaded the washing machine to do the laundry. I loaded the washing machine to do the laundry. I am an employee and I want to improve my business. I am an employee and I want to improve my business. They did not continue. They did not continue. He was startled when the doctor gave him an injection. He was startled when the doctor gave him an injection. Was I shedding every week? Was I shedding every week? I will go to bed. I will go to bed. Problem solved by my friend. Problem solved by my friend. He studied science for the exam. He studied science for the exam. You must be a magician now. You must be a magician now. Can I have sauce with the salad? Can I have sauce with the salad? My pleasure. My pleasure. Into. Must be a daily cashier. Must be a daily cashier. To close. To close. Here is a wonderful place. Here is a wonderful place. Couldn't he then race at 3 a.m.? Couldn't he then race at 3 a.m.? He is the funniest person I know. He is the funniest person I know. Stepdaughter's field officer. Stepdaughter's field officer. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. I work at XXXX Comp. I work at XXXX Comp. He will study English at the language school. He will study English at the language school. You will fix. You will fix. Does he think? Does he think? Do you have gluten-free options for crackers? Do you have gluten-free options for crackers? John, will you give me the scissors? John, will you give me the scissors? He used to paint as a hobby. He used to paint as a hobby. Were we analyzing? Were we analyzing? I love art, especially painting. I love art, especially painting. They have to study for the exam tomorrow. They have to study for the exam tomorrow. Must approve. Must approve. Would he be injured? Would he be injured? Will he be out of shape sometimes? Will he be out of shape sometimes? We have to abide by the rules set by the state. We have to abide by the rules set by the state. We went to the movies and it was so much fun. We went to the movies and it was so much fun. I'm freezing. I'm freezing. Should go to the psychiatrist at dawn. Should go to the psychiatrist at dawn. I am very good. I am very good. I had to go to school. I had to go to school. What is the exchange rate? What is the exchange rate? I always try to get to the bus on time. I always try to get to the bus on time. Replaced after a month? Replaced after a month? I became a widow. I became a widow. It is progressing well. It is progressing well. You should wear a hat in the sun to protect your skin. You should wear a hat in the sun to protect your skin. He cleaned his room on Saturday. He cleaned his room on Saturday. Is there enough space in the car for all luggage? Is there enough space in the car for all luggage? Stabbed. Stabbed. He could speak English with an excellent accent. He could speak English with an excellent accent. This dress is cheap. This dress is cheap. The earth revolves around the sun. The earth revolves around the sun. He got his diploma and started working after that. He got his diploma and started working after that. I burn. I burn. I have to appear. I have to appear. They will meet us at the restaurant. They will meet us at the restaurant. What are your plans for today? What are your plans for today? Should not invest. Should not invest. He would not be fed next year. He would not be fed next year. From where? From where? I have to pick up my sons from the school bus. I have to pick up my sons from the school bus. This is the park where we played when we were kids. This is the park where we played when we were kids. My husband is an ironer. My husband is an ironer. Our goal is to make your visit as pleasant as possible. Our goal is to make your visit as pleasant as possible. Can you spare some time for me? Can you spare some time for me? They didn't go shopping, did they? They didn't go shopping, did they? I know the boy next to your brother. I know the boy next to your brother. Should I dive right now? Should I dive right now? Fill it out for each person. Fill it out for each person. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. Students were discussing a topic in class. Students were discussing a topic in class. I'm going to the train station. I'm going to the train station. Then it may appear. Then it may appear. He forgot to bring his umbrella. He forgot to bring his umbrella. Could there be other options? Could there be other options? Sweat. Sweat. He played basketball in high school and college. He played basketball in high school and college. Is her half-sister a statistician? Is her half-sister a statistician? It's raining outside. It's raining outside. I like fresh bread. I like fresh bread. Did he come with? Did he come with? Metro. Metro. His mother-in-laws were educators. His mother-in-laws were educators. Should finance it. Should finance it. Can you help me find the nearest gas station? Can you help me find the nearest gas station? I've already watched that movie twice, he said. I've already watched that movie twice, he said. Can I use my smartwatch for transactions? Can I use my smartwatch for transactions? What a strong team. What a strong team. We cannot be better. We cannot be better. What's on the agenda today? What's on the agenda today? You are not cream. You are not cream. I'll meet John in front of the library at 3 o'clock. I'll meet John in front of the library at 3 o'clock. The book was borrowed from the library. The book was borrowed from the library. Our stepmother is a factory worker. Our stepmother is a factory worker. You can borrow my book. You can borrow my book. Let me know if you need a break. Let me know if you need a break. They can land in 5 weeks. They can land in 5 weeks. I just want them to like you. I just want them to like you. I was young once. I was young once. He may not be able to attend the meeting. He may not be able to attend the meeting. I'll be doing laundry in an hour. I'll be doing laundry in an hour. He was able to find his lost keys. He was able to find his lost keys. We should practice English every day. We should practice English every day. Do we need MVP? Do we need MVP? Sufficient. Sufficient. Do you eat apple? Do you eat apple? Were his grandchildren weather presenters? Were his grandchildren weather presenters? We are not economists in the twilight. We are not economists in the twilight. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. I want to take dance lessons. I want to take dance lessons. I think as fast as you. I think as fast as you. I wish I could speak French fluently. I wish I could speak French fluently. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Congratulations. Congratulations. Have you finished your work? Have you finished your work? Point out. Point out. Doesn't he yawn at noon? Doesn't he yawn at noon? Actually. Actually. Couldn't try soon. Couldn't try soon. Ministers meeting. Ministers meeting. Frozen. Frozen. Your stepmother's assistant? Your stepmother's assistant? Can I have sweet chili sauce with the shrimp? Can I have sweet chili sauce with the shrimp? Coffee tastes bitter. Coffee tastes bitter. When do you finish your work? When do you finish your work? Do you remember the guy who fixed our car? Do you remember the guy who fixed our car? Can I join your Uno game? Can I join your Uno game? would not forget, would not forget. Was her brother-in-law a stylist? Was her brother-in-law a stylist? They cannot survive in the twilight. They cannot survive in the twilight. Please take your medicine as directed. Please take your medicine as directed. Istanbul is Turkey's largest city. Istanbul is Turkey's largest city. This is an innovative approach. This is an innovative approach. I have a big brick house. I have a big brick house. Would suppress. Would suppress. Our parents are botanists. Our parents are botanists. Scissors. Scissors. I can't believe how much time has passed since we last saw each other. I can't believe how much time has passed since we last saw each other. It can be a nighttime cream. It can be a nighttime cream. The final exam will cover all the topics we talked about, the teacher said. The final exam will cover all the topics we talked about, the teacher said. Their stepmother is an optician. Their stepmother is an optician. Should it be a seller? Should it be a seller? He loves watching football matches. He loves watching football matches. He could play the guitar masterfully. He could play the guitar masterfully. He submitted an article to a scientific journal. He submitted an article to a scientific journal. They will have finished the race by tomorrow evening. They will have finished the race by tomorrow evening. I'm not sure I understand what you're asking. I'm not sure I understand what you're asking. He always wears a hat. He always wears a hat. The coffee is very hot, be careful. The coffee is very hot, be careful. What is your flight number? What is your flight number? Were your cousins tailors? Were your cousins tailors? I love going shopping for new clothes. I love going shopping for new clothes. I'm on a diet. Can you recommend a healthy option? I'm on a diet. Can you recommend a healthy option? A tree blown by the wind blocked the road. A tree blown by the wind blocked the road. Email received yesterday. Email received yesterday. Can we get fit? Can we get fit? How much does a bottle of water cost? How much does a bottle of water cost? I was thinking about this summer. I was thinking about this summer. I know. I know. I was going to tell you. I was going to tell you. I hope. I hope. I will travel to Europe next month. I will travel to Europe next month. Was your daughter a translator? Was your daughter a translator? Can you continue? Can you continue? Do you play any instrument? Do you play any instrument? Sentences used daily in English. Sentences used daily in English. That man is too tall. That man is too tall. His health is improving after the surgery. His health is improving after the surgery. According to the report, the company is doing well. According to the report, the company is doing well. School ends at 3. School ends at 3. Then we can concentrate on 3 a.m. Then we can concentrate on 3 a.m. The handheld vacuum is great for cleaning up small messes. The handheld vacuum is great for cleaning up small messes. I should not return. I should not return. They will arrive at the airport in an hour. They will arrive at the airport in an hour. I like ice cream, she said. I like ice cream, she said. I hope you and Julia have a good time. I hope you and Julia have a good time. You need to see a specialist. You need to see a specialist. Will I serve? Will I serve? We had our laundry washed in the laundromat. We had our laundry washed in the laundromat. You must arrive on time for the appointment. You must arrive on time for the appointment. Could you please let me know if there is any change in your health history? Could you please let me know if there is any change in your health history? The sun sets in the west every evening. The sun sets in the west every evening. The sky was clear and blue on a beautiful summer day. The sky was clear and blue on a beautiful summer day. Do they get points? Do they get points? Let me say. Let me say. The train will arrive in 5 minutes. The train will arrive in 5 minutes. She volunteered at a nursing home to spend time with the elderly. She volunteered at a nursing home to spend time with the elderly. What should we do? We do not know about the operating system. What should we do? We do not know about the operating system. The team will play a friendly match tomorrow. The team will play a friendly match tomorrow. There is a sudden stone hit. There is a sudden stone hit. International organizations are important to global trade. International organizations are important to global trade. His stepfather was a minister. His stepfather was a minister. I have some friends. I have some friends. I need to schedule an operation. I need to schedule an operation. I need to get some food for dinner. I need to get some food for dinner. Could you please repeat what you just said? Could you please repeat what you just said? Because you don't know. Because you don't know. Is her stepdad a manicurist? Is her stepdad a manicurist? It's raining. It's raining. He wants to learn to play the piano. He wants to learn to play the piano. I am practicing my photography skills. I am practicing my photography skills. The baby cried all night and kept us awake. The baby cried all night and kept us awake. That cream. That cream. Shall we be messengers at dawn? Shall we be messengers at dawn? Is there anything you want to ask? Is there anything you want to ask? Should we be soon? Should we be soon? Brother-in-law jury. Brother-in-law jury. Had they finished decorating the house before the guests arrived? Had they finished decorating the house before the guests arrived? We usually wouldn't stop. We usually wouldn't stop. Fill out this form. Fill out this form. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. We go shopping on the weekends. We go shopping on the weekends. Didn't he normally agree? Didn't he normally agree? It should last. It should last. Will I destroy it next year? Will I destroy it next year? We didn't pay every day. We didn't pay every day. Can I return an expired product? Can I return an expired product? It rains a lot in this area. It rains a lot in this area. I am planning to visit my family during the holidays. I am planning to visit my family during the holidays. Taken on a weekly basis. Taken on a weekly basis. They have to study for the final exam. They have to study for the final exam. His stepfather is a translator. His stepfather is a translator. They rarely became psychiatrists. They rarely became psychiatrists. Can't I become a dietitian 3 nights ago? Can't I become a dietitian 3 nights ago? Of course I will be there. Of course I will be there. In the evening the rain stopped. In the evening the rain stopped. Dash Super Kids Dennis love donkeys, donkey toys. Super kids Dennis love donkeys, donkey toys. Where can I find home essentials? Where can I find home essentials? I can't deny that I'm feeling a little depressed. I can't deny that I'm feeling a little depressed. The smell of freshly brewed coffee woke me up. The smell of freshly brewed coffee woke me up. Did he agree at sunset? Did he agree at sunset? Our grandchildren are chemists. Our grandchildren are chemists. Wouldn't you force it after 3 centuries? Wouldn't you force it after 3 centuries? Doesn't it cost every day? Doesn't it cost every day? I will play. I will play. Was her neighbor a dietitian? Was her neighbor a dietitian? Are we factory workers of 10 years? Are we factory workers of 10 years? Your grandson was a spy. Your grandson was a spy. May not be stored often. May not be stored often. Was your grandfather the CEO? Was your grandfather the CEO? Monthly may fail. Monthly may fail. They were throwing a surprise party for their friends. They were throwing a surprise party for their friends. Students will write their essays for 1 hour. Students will write their essays for 1 hour. They must take responsibility for their actions. They must take responsibility for their actions. They still have not received their package in the mail. They still have not received their package in the mail. Assistance is usually offered by the official. Assistance is usually offered by the official. I was talking to Tommy one day. I was talking to Tommy one day. Helmet. Helmet. Her mother-in-law was a minor. Her mother-in-law was a minor. On Saturday they cleaned the house. On Saturday they cleaned the house. The death of the famous actor created a shock effect in the entertainment industry. The death of the famous actor created a shock effect in the entertainment industry. You can become a sociologist right away. You can become a sociologist right away. Was my grandfather a guard? Was my grandfather a guard? Soon they will be able to buy a new car. Soon they will be able to buy a new car. Kindness is such a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Kindness is such a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. He needs to exercise regularly for his health. He needs to exercise regularly for his health. I need to check my email for important messages. I need to check my email for important messages. They can play the guitar, so can we. They can play the guitar, so can we. You can't be a beautician at sunset. You can't be a beautician at sunset. Painful burning sensation in the chest. Painful burning sensation in the chest. Your boarding time is 15.00. Your boarding time is 15.00. The doctor will be with you shortly to discuss the results. The doctor will be with you shortly to discuss the results. Should I fall? Should I fall? Can you forgive me? Can you forgive me? Meet with appreciation. Meet with appreciation. Will not travel weekly. Will not travel weekly. The magazine published an article about the latest technology trends. The magazine published an article about the latest technology trends. I can't train often. I can't train often. May come from time to time. May come from time to time. The realtor showed us the house. The realtor showed us the house. Is there a bakery counter in the store? Is there a bakery counter in the store? Did he promise? Did he promise? There are 15 students in the music class. There are 15 students in the music class. We were looking for a new job. We were looking for a new job. Can't you work often? Can't you work often? Can't connect at sunrise? Can't connect at sunrise? I'm not sure I can trust you. I'm not sure I can trust you. I'll have to rely on my savings until I find a job. I'll have to rely on my savings until I find a job. Coffee spills on the table. Coffee spills on the table. Can you repeat it, please? Can you repeat it, please? You must be honest in your relationships. You must be honest in your relationships. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. Did we have homework? Did we have homework? He is a pilot and travels all over the world. He is a pilot and travels all over the world. You will meet your friends for lunch tomorrow. You will meet your friends for lunch tomorrow. I'm drawing an orange. I'm drawing an orange. Any cheese left in the fridge? Any cheese left in the fridge? These are wet umbrellas. These are wet umbrellas. Usually they could not compare. Usually they could not compare. Sorted by priority. Sorted by priority. He's not going to buy a new car, is he? He's not going to buy a new car, is he? Always behave. Always behave. We have to wear uniforms at work. We have to wear uniforms at work. Were we an apprentice fortnightly? Were we an apprentice fortnightly? I'll lend you my umbrella in case it rains. I'll lend you my umbrella in case it rains. Was his stepson a waiter? Was his stepson a waiter? They should have cleaned the house before the guests arrived. They should have cleaned the house before the guests arrived. You should call the doctor if your symptoms worsen. You should call the doctor if your symptoms worsen. It was always a pleasure for me. It was always a pleasure for me. Usually blogger? Usually blogger? I'm going to the synagogue. I'm going to the synagogue. He needs to take a break and relax. He needs to take a break and relax. He is very critical of himself and others. He is very critical of himself and others. As I understand it, will they write yearly? Will they write yearly? To close. Want to try a sample? Want to try a sample? Didn't they add? I thought so, too. I thought so, too. Not a civil engineer in 4 weeks? Not a civil engineer in 4 weeks? Watched a movie over the weekend. Watched a movie over the weekend. To do. The book is too boring to continue reading. The book is too boring to continue reading. Should I be a detective now? Should I be a detective now? Everyone dreams of death. Everyone dreams of death. I wish I had taken a break for a year, so I could explore different cultures. I wish I had taken a break for a year, so I could explore different cultures. He wished he had spent more time with his grandparents. He wished he had spent more time with his grandparents. You shouldn't go against your mother. You shouldn't go against your mother. No one will miss you. No one will miss you. I could swim when I was 5 years old. I could swim when I was 5 years old. I want to write a book about a woman who wonders about the world. I want to write a book about a woman who wonders about the world. Should you add it later? Should you add it later? Can you make the sauce extra spicy? Can you make the sauce extra spicy? I'm so sorry, I don't feel like a friend tonight. I'm so sorry, I don't feel like a friend tonight. He takes pictures of the sunset. He takes pictures of the sunset. I am adding. I am adding. Will it continue? Will it continue? I need to replace the batteries in the remote control. I need to replace the batteries in the remote control. My phone is broken, so I can't make calls. My phone is broken, so I can't make calls. They cook dinner together. They cook dinner together. What did you eat? What did you eat? His spirit is good. His spirit is good. What is your favorite type of cuisine? What is your favorite type of cuisine? We need to clean the bathroom. We need to clean the bathroom. What time do you close today? What time do you close today? Don't you hit. Don't you hit. I will apply for a job tomorrow. I will apply for a job tomorrow. Athletes will compete at the Olympic Games next year. Athletes will compete at the Olympic Games next year. Cannot warn. Cannot warn. Well done. Well done. I will be graduating from university next year. I will be graduating from university next year. I participated in a photography competition to showcase my work. I participated in a photography competition to showcase my work. My family is a shipper. My family is a shipper. This party is so much fun. This party is so much fun. This newspaper article focuses on the latest political developments. This newspaper article focuses on the latest political developments. His half-sister was the butler. His half-sister was the butler. Should not be placed in the normal way. Should not be placed in the normal way. We are excited to meet our new neighbors. We are excited to meet our new neighbors. I'm going to play ball in the garden with my friends after class tomorrow. I'm going to play ball in the garden with my friends after class tomorrow. They should have studied the material more deeply. They should have studied the material more deeply. Are you doing anything on Saturday night? Are you doing anything on Saturday night? Are there grandchildren jockeys? Are there grandchildren jockeys? His grandfather was a janitor. His grandfather was a janitor. What time is your flight? What time is your flight? He died when I was 8 years old. He died when I was 8 years old. Their stepmother is an optician. Their stepmother is an optician. Can't they be architects every week? Can't they be architects every week? I have many principles. I have many principles. His stepson was a salesman. His stepson was a salesman. I won't be a producer in a month. I won't be a producer in a month. Aware. Aware. Was it fear? Was it fear? The sun will shine brightly in the morning. The sun will shine brightly in the morning. How are you? How are you? What day of the week are you busiest? What day of the week are you busiest? Could you pass me the salt, please? Could you pass me the salt, please? They are engineers. They are engineers. Please remember this. Please remember this. The shop closes at 6 p.m. The shop closes at 6 p.m. We'll need to do some tests. We'll need to do some tests. Consider this your daily dose of kindness. Consider this your daily dose of kindness. They usually walk to work. They usually walk to work. He is a successful writer. He is a successful writer. He had lived in that house for 10 years before deciding to move. He had lived in that house for 10 years before deciding to move. I could work. I could work. The situation is not open to interpretation. The situation is not open to interpretation. No sweat. No sweat. We've been friends since high school. We've been friends since high school. We didn't print it 5 years ago. We didn't print it 5 years ago. The students are listening to the teacher. The students are listening to the teacher. They are chatting. They are chatting. Can you recommend good books to read? Can you recommend good books to read? I wish I could travel to space. I wish I could travel to space. Problem solved with teamwork. Problem solved with teamwork. He often goes shopping with his friends. He often goes shopping with his friends. Do you play any musical instrument? Do you play any musical instrument? The museum has the most beautiful paintings. The museum has the most beautiful paintings. How did you achieve this? How did you achieve this? If you want to lose weight, eat healthy foods. If you want to lose weight, eat healthy foods. I will listen to English music. I will listen to English music. Can I have my burger rare, please? Can I have my burger rare, please? Shall we go for a run this morning or do yoga? Shall we go for a run this morning or do yoga? How was your weekend? How was your weekend? Will they calculate at sunrise? Will they calculate at sunrise? Determined. Determined. He will start his new job next week. He will start his new job next week. What do you recommend? What do you recommend? You should take your medicine 3 times a day. You should take your medicine 3 times a day. Can I have macaroni and cheese with my meal? Can I have macaroni and cheese with my meal? The Sahara Desert is the hottest desert in the world. The Sahara Desert is the hottest desert in the world. Can I have edamame with my meal? Can I have edamame with my meal? He's fixing a broken chair. He's fixing a broken chair. Before. He completed a marathon last month. He completed a marathon last month. We had visited that city before. We had visited that city before. He is a successful writer. He is a successful writer. Will it install now? Will it install now? The car was repaired by a mechanic. The car was repaired by a mechanic. Perception. Perception. What is your email address? What is your email address? Occasionally once. Occasionally once. What a wonderful surprise. What a wonderful surprise. We can never succeed. We can never succeed. Do they talk? Do they talk? That daily incentive? That daily incentive? It's a privilege to meet you. It's a privilege to meet you. Do they have to write 4 p.m.? Do they have to write 4 p.m.? Do you want me to check your answer? Do you want me to check your answer? Can't you watch every week? Can't you watch every week? Can you give me some water, please? Can you give me some water, please? Can I improve a minute earlier? Can I improve a minute earlier? We would continue with other platforms. We would continue with other platforms. The slow cooker is cooking dinner while I'm at work. The slow cooker is cooking dinner while I'm at work. Did you fall? Did you fall? We went to the park to enjoy a picnic. We went to the park to enjoy a picnic. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Airport shuttle fee is $10 per person. Airport shuttle fee is $10 per person. Where can I find the pet food section? Where can I find the pet food section? There will be some questions. There will be some questions. Wasn't he a physicist before? Wasn't he a physicist before? Can it challenge Fortnite? Can it challenge Fortnite? Her stepdaughter was the lead actress. Her stepdaughter was the lead actress. You wouldn't be an occasional lawyer. You wouldn't be an occasional lawyer. Shouldn't it be cooked at all? Shouldn't it be cooked at all? I have some ideas for our next project. I have some ideas for our next project. The bird is making its nest. The bird is making its nest. I'm looking for directions to the station. I'm looking for directions to the station. Do you offer sugar-free desserts? Do you offer sugar-free desserts? I have to catch the bus at 7 a.m. I have to catch the bus at 7 a.m. I ate an apple after my father slept. I ate an apple after my father slept. You cannot guess. You cannot guess. The priority should be the timely completion of the project. The priority should be the timely completion of the project. He will swim in the pool in the afternoon. He will swim in the pool in the afternoon. Coral reefs. Coral reefs. You should explain. You should explain. They swam across the lake to the opposite shore. They swam across the lake to the opposite shore. 3. If there is no chance of snowfall, I will go out. 3. If there is no chance of snowfall, I will go out. I am drawing. I am drawing. Your dress suits you very well. Your dress suits you very well. Can you show me how to use this pinball machine? Can you show me how to use this pinball machine? She is a dedicated teacher and loves working with children. She is a dedicated teacher and loves working with children. Let us do it. Let us do it. Be reliable and responsible to yourself and others. Be reliable and responsible to yourself and others. Is your stepdaughter a receptionist? Is your stepdaughter a receptionist? I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. Adjustability. Adjustability. I don't notice anything special about the case. I don't notice anything special about the case. What brought you today? What brought you today? After that, I need to buy a new air conditioner for the summer. I need to buy a new air conditioner for the summer. Could argue. Could argue. They play tennis twice a week. They play tennis twice a week. To exercise. To exercise. Wouldn't we usually be technicians? Wouldn't we usually be technicians?